Hi there, and first of all, welcome to Buro Leads. It's Harold here, one of the founders of Buro Leads, and first of all, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for giving Buro Leads a try. We have been working for a long time to stitch together one application with most of the features that we see people want and people need within the lead generation market and within basically just lead generation and marketing. So to give you some sort of background, this is only a introduction video, but in the Facebook group and on email you will receive tutorial strategies and methods that we have used for multiple years as a lead generation agency, because Buro Leads is our software, but we initially started with lead generation and working as an agency, and this is what we do on the side. This is basically a software we developed in order to help more people and more companies grow. So let's dive into it. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, you should have received the link to the Facebook group in the email, the welcome email. So go over to that one, join the group, and you will find other like sales guy people, marketers, growth hackers, and founders in that group, so that you can connect with like-minded people. So let's dive into it. So the platform itself has a lot of different features and functionality. The big promise that we have to you is that you will be able to generate the number of leads and contacts that you want to generate. And there are a couple of ways to do this. There are basically two paths to generate most leads, or basically finding leads in the first place. The first one is the one to the left, which is find emails. And you can also see in the menu to the left, which is called enrichment. This is the place that you will go in order to find prospects based on a specific industry. So let me show you how it works. If you click use the software, you will have three different options. You have find contacts. This will basically find B2B leads by domains. So it will go on the domain, it will extract all the different contact details and leads it finds on those domains. So just to give you an example, that we have run 3 tests with this account, and the last one was 1,000 companies, so now in 999. Out of those we found 4,115 contacts. That's for 4K. So this is great if you have a list of domains. And that brings us to the next option. So in both the menu on the left side and the one above, you will have this option called find companies. Because let's face it, you don't necessarily have a list of domains and list of companies. So we have the option, or we have a database with more than 15 million B2B companies, and we will give you access to this database. So the way you find companies is you basically use these 3 filters. So let's say that I'm looking for marketing agencies in the US. So United States, I'm looking for marketing companies. So they are within the marketing and advertising industry. And I'm looking for smaller companies, so smaller agencies. I'm not looking for the big guys. I'm looking for like the companies that are between 1 and 10 employees, and that basically generates not too much money, but they are in some sort, or they have potential for scale. They have potential for growth. So by selecting these 3 filters, the database found 57,000 companies. And the way you use this is that you click on prepare download and download file. So once you click on prepare download, you will find you will have a pop-up saying generating report or generating file. Once that is done, you will have this download file. I've downloaded the previous one so that I can show you. It will find a lot of details. This document is quite large. As you can see, 57,000 emails. So it takes some time to open the document. But this is basically how you find companies. So by doing this, you will find a lot of domains. And these domains is something that you can go to find contacts, paste this one in, and basically have the software find all the leads possible on those domains. So let's see. So this is the file that it opens. You will have the name of the company. You will have the domain of the company. The industry is marketing, of course. You will also have the location. So the state, the city, the country we selected. You will also have the year founded. So if you're looking for quite new companies, this is also a way to actually find that. The size range is what we selected it to be. You will have the LinkedIn company profile URL, so that if you want to open their company profile, you will be able to do that. And you also have the actual size. So we selected companies between 1 and 10, but here you can narrow it further and say that I want companies between 2 and 4. So I can basically just filter this 2 and 4, and that's it. So let's say that I want to find companies that are founded after 2015. Then I want to add a filter for column F. The number should be above, let's see, above 2014. And now it defines all companies founded after 2014, or 2015 and above. Now I want to create a new filter, which is this one, and it's between, so let's see, it's between, no, this isn't column F, add filter for column I, it should be between 2 and 5. If I add that one in, give it a couple of seconds, and now we have a even more segmented search. So let's say that I want to copy paste a couple of these domains. So I'm copying these ones. Let's go back to this. So it's US marketing 225 and founded after 2014. I will copy paste all the all the URLs, and this is a neat feature. So it's filter your query. This will enable you to extract a certain amount of contacts per company. You can also get only employees with a specific job title. So let's say that I want to connect with only C-level. Then you have CEO, CMO, CTO, CSO, you have COO. You can do it this way, or you could just remove all of them and type in whatever you want. So sales manager, marketing manager, and so on. If I just want to have the CEO, CFO, CMO, COO, CSO, marketing manager, sales manager. So let's do it that way. I can click upload list, and it will automatically start finding the contacts on those domains, on those for those companies. So it will take some time, and it will go on for a while to go through all the URLs. So this is basically how you do it. The third option under enrichment is convert names to domains. So if you only have a list of company names, you will be able to find the domain. So let's go back to the document that we had. If I then want to copy these ones, I'll be able to find. So US marketing, They are between 2 and 5 employees. They are founded after 2014. Convert names to domains. And by doing this, it will also again go. This is going to scrape on Google, search on Google to try to find the domains for these companies. So that's basically the features under enrichment and the first option. The second option is the second way to find B2B leads, or basically extracting contact details. And this is done through LinkedIn. This prospecting tool has 3 different functions. Let's go through the first one, which is the extraction itself. So we have a Google Chrome extension that you can install that basically connects to your LinkedIn. And you also need to have the LinkedIn Premium and Sales, and by that Sales Navigator, because that's where you're able to really narrow down and find the decision maker that you need to get in touch with. So the first thing is you need to download the extension. And you can basically click on this button and it will download the extension as a file. Then we want to open and administrate our extensions, and we want to drag and drop the zip file into the window. If you haven't activated development mode or developer mode, you will see that option in the top right corner. I already have the extension installed, so let me just remove it and show you how it works. So if I drag and drop, it automatically installs. So Buro Leads 1. That's all I need to do. Now we need to open LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn profile. I need to open Sales Navigator because that's where we do the search and the segmentation itself. So let's say that we want to find the sales managers for those companies that I mentioned. So we want to find the United States. We are going to scroll down to industry and marketing and advertising. We're then going to go for headcount, and it's between 1 and 10 employees. And we want to find sales managers. And we find sales manager. So now we've done a quick search. A note for extracting leads from LinkedIn is you need to break down your audience into segments of less than 1,000 people. This is due to the LinkedIn privacy policy, where you can't basically do one search for the entire US and extract the millions of people that have a LinkedIn profile in the US. So you need to segment it down to smaller segments and smaller groups of 1,000 people. So in order to do that right now, you have 3, at least in this result, you have 3 tabs on the top. You have the total results, you have the number of people that changed job in the last 90 days, and you have the number of people that posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. I want to do this one because these are more active and are more qualified because they are generating some sort of activity on LinkedIn, meaning that they are active on LinkedIn, and if I want to get in touch with them, then they should be active. As you may have seen, there are 2 things that aren't usually on LinkedIn. In the bottom left corner, you have Buro Leads and Buro Leads. You have the auto connect and visit, which I'm going to discuss soon, and you have the emails extractor. Once you click this one, you will have this pop-up box. This is how you are going to extract the leads. So at Buro Leads, on the platform, you have the option to create lists. So if you're under prospecting tools, click on LinkedIn extract emails, you will have the My lists. And let's create a list. So it's USA, 2 to 5 employees. Nope, this is 1 to 10 employees. We are looking at sales managers. So let's create the list, and we're also going to add change the name so that we add active or posted last 30 days, like so. If we then go back to LinkedIn, we refresh the page and we open the extractor again, you will have in the drop down menu the new list and the new segment that you added. And you'll also see here that export will save all profiles up to 1K in one click, and that's the beauty of the software. So we're going to start extraction so that I'll just show you how it works. So once you click extract emails, it will automatically go through all the pages up to 1,000 profiles and extract them and add them into Buro Leads. And let's see how it goes. So it will take a couple of seconds to do the activities that are needed. So just leave this tab open. Don't do anything with it. Just leave it as is, and it will extract the leads for you. So if you then go back to Buro Leads and my list, I already have created a list. So let me download that one to show you how the list itself looks like. So let me just close the other one. So this is the one. So you will see that there are two columns for emails. It is an email first and an email second. You will have the first name, the last name, the LinkedIn profile URL. You will have the job title, which for this search would be CEO, because it's in Norway, so it's a different word for it. You have the company name, and you also have the company domain. So this is where you can combine the previous strategy with this one, which is where you basically can copy and paste all of these domains into the domain list that we went through earlier, and you'll get additional emails and additional leads than these ones. So this is basically where you can filter, you can remove, you can add, and this is basically how it looks. So the next thing for LinkedIn is the automate, visit, and connect. This is also a quite neat feature, because if we were to open the Sales Navigator and click on the second option, you will have this auto connect and visit feature box open. This will enable you to visit a profile, you can connect with a profile, you can visit and connect with a person on LinkedIn. So you will have this drop down menu, and you can select the specific activity that you want, and this is the message that you will send if you want to connect with someone. So if you select the second or third option, this is basically what it will send. And down below you will have the numbers or the limits. So you should not send more than 1,000 connection invitations per day, or 100, sorry, 100 is max. I recommend that if you start using this feature, you should start with a lower amount and then day by day increase it. And the random delay between actions should remain the same, so between 10 and 100 seconds. So this is a quite neat feature if you want to initiate in a dialogue with potential clients. So let's head back to the software. So we've now gone through the find emails and extract on LinkedIn. You have a second or a third way to find leads, and that's extract emails. This is a feature that will only extract the generic emails from a company domain. So you basically do the same thing as the other one where you paste in the domains or the URLs and it will extract. This is a neat feature if you want to get in contact with or just basically reach out. So this is more compliant with GDPR, when it comes, or is 100% compliant with GDPR when it comes to contacting companies in the EU, because it's not personal data, it's company data. So this is also a neat little feature. So now it comes to campaigns, which is what I find very interesting, because you can send unlimited emails per day if you have a SMTP server. So now we have a couple of small campaigns set up, and there are a couple of options in the menu above. So you have your campaigns, which is basically an overview and where you edit them. You have senders, which is where you connect your SMTP servers and add in the daily limit for those. You also have your templates, which basically is the emails. So the emails that you have written that you will use in your campaigns. So you need to write your emails, add them in here in order to use them in your campaigns. You also have your contacts, which is the list of all the contacts and the lists that you will use for the campaigns. And then you have unsubscribe, which is all the people that have unsubscribed, so that you can delete them from the entire platform, so that you don't send emails to those who have unsubscribed in order to be compliant with the Can Spam Act and GDPR. So when it comes to creating a campaign, you have two options. You have an instant campaign, which is more like a broadcast, which is a single email with a single content sent to a specific list. And then you have sequence. Sequence is the one I found quite interesting, because then you can add, or it's a perfect tool for cold emailing. So you can add the campaign name, you can select the specific list that you want to reach out to, you can add in the delay between each email, which basically enables you to send, or if your SMTP server has some sort of limit, then you will add in that one here. Start, you can select a start date, you can select a time zone for that specific start date. And this is also a neat feature, it's assigned to a specific user. So Buro Leads isn't just unlimited to the amount of emails you can extract and emails that you can send, it's also unlimited users. So you can add in your entire sales team, you can add in your boss, you can add in your other employees into this one, and you can assign this campaign to that specific user. You can add in from and to, during what time during the day you want to send emails. So let's say I want to send between 9 and 12 and 2 and 5, so that people will have a break during lunch. Then you will have the first email, where you need to select the template, as you can see, and then you can add in follow-up emails. So you can add in as many follow-up emails as you want and select the delay interval that you see fit, like so. And you can basically update the configuration, and it's created like this. When it comes to statistics, you can view it, and you have this sort of view, which is quite neat actually, where you can see the open rate, click, reply, bounce, unsubscribe, out of office emails. And you will also see the statistics for all the emails in a sequence. You can also see the activity, so you can filter people by what they've done. You'll be able to see the response. You can see the entire sequence, and you can see all the recipients. So that's the third feature of the software. The next one is also quite interesting. So let's say that you are a small marketing agency and you want to get in touch with new companies, brand new companies. This feature will enable you to, or this feature is a database of all the new domains registered every single day. And the software automatically goes through all of the new domains and find emails, cell phones, and landline. So you will get a ton of details for all of the new domains. And this is basically where you can reach out, cold call, cold email, new companies or new websites to see if you can offer them your service. The next feature is the chatbot, which is actually pretty cool. So you can add a chatbot that enables you to have this box and collect leads on your website. So you can start a new chatbot and you can see, say, you want it as a widget, do you want it embedded, or do you just want a link? So let's say that we want the widget. We can then select the name, we can add a position where it should be shown, and we can add a specific color. So let's say that you want it in a specific color, that's okay. If you want to add a specific image, you can also do that. So let's say that I want to add my face to this one. I'll basically just do that, and it will be shown like this. I will be able to add what the text should say, where it is supposed to appear on mobile or desktop, what the URL for the page, name for the agent, and so on. So let me just add in test. Then I have the script and scenario, which is basically what do I want the chat box to say. So let's say that I want to add a multiple choice, and option 1, option 2, option 3, update and connect steps. So I can basically drag and drop different options into here, and I can see the preview on the right. So I can do like so. I can add the logic, and I can copy paste that one into my website. So it's actually pretty neat. So you basically install it by clicking on install, adding this JavaScript code into your website, and you're done. You need to activate it though. So the next feature is find emails from first name, last name, and company name. So this is an email discovery tool or feature where you add in a CSV file where you have the first name, last name, and company. So it's basically the same as the features above, but it covers something, or it is a different starting point, which is also quite useful. You can also try to find emails manually. So let's say that you're looking for a guy called Tom at Facebook. You can basically do a search for that, and you will find a result if it's able to find it. So the next feature is the social proof, which is a little pop-up that is shown on the left side. And you have a couple of different ones. You have increased conversions by displaying notifications. You have so you have different notifications. So if you click on notification, you add in the URL, and you will have a code that you install. You can also configure the alerts to show a specific text, specific delay. It should be shown on specific domains, and so on. And then you have something called increase reviews. This one, the widget, which enables you to collect reviews. So you can add in all of this text, and you will be able to copy and paste a code to your website in order to collect reviews for Google, for Facebook, for TripAdvisor. So if you're a local business, this is excellent. And the last one is an email verify API that we have, which enables you to immediately validate emails that people put into forms on your website. So let's say that you're running a landing page and you want to only get valid emails. You can connect to this API, and it will show a red X on the form itself if it's a fake or or if it's not a valid email. So you'll find the details and all of that on how to connect to this on this page. So that was a not so short introduction, but a thorough introduction to the different features and how you use them. And as I mentioned before, you should head over to the Facebook group, join it. If you have any questions at all, hit our support team in the left, in the bottom left, the chat. You can also, just for one last thing, if you click on subscription and billing, you will have the features or the box or option users. This is where you can add your teammates, your other colleagues, managers, and all into the platform. So again, I want to welcome you to Buro Leads. I hope that you will be able to generate the amount of leads that you want, send the emails that you want, or basically just grow your company. So again, join the Facebook group. Looking forward to hear from you, and let's grow. Catch you soon.